Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. We're going to give these two another try for an epic game. We have Paralyze here in the bottom left. In the top left, we have Action. They did end up playing twice in a row here on the ladder. You know, the game from yesterday on Eclipse, it was such a nice opener. They were both playing like really nicely. Everything... Like, all the micro moves were really good on both sides. The decision making was really good on both sides. Then, you know, Action snipes 3 High Templars and insta wins the game. Not the ending I was I was looking for. It really felt like a game that could go kind of late. So, you know, both these guys very, very strong in the matchup. And yeah, let's see if we can get a slightly better one. Our map this time a little bit different. We're on Polestar, our new 4-player map. I gotta tell you guys, I think for the kind of like regular-ish 4-player maps, map designers are doing fantastically. We have a lot of maps that have come out. I would say Polypoid was the first. So it was like Polypoid, and then, you know, we had Vermeer, Radion. We have some others in there, like Retro is pretty good. I'm sure I'm forgetting like a few, but now we have Polestar coming up. Deja Vu's pretty good. You know, I think the 12 base maps play a lot differently than the 16 base maps, so that's why I'm kind of like pretty good on the 12 base maps, and the 16 base maps are more standard. I think it's hard to do anything crazy with a 16 base map because most of the area is taken up by you know, the expansions. But anyways, my point stands. I think that 4-player maps, like the ones that are kind of following a more standard approach, they have done such a good job of making them really different and interesting, and at least at the beginning, very, very even and fair feeling. It's like a wonderful time. And of course, balance changes over time as strategies evolve and player skill levels up. So we don't know which maps will, you know, stick around and be really, really good still. But it's a nice time because, like, for instance, this map Polestar, I think Polestar's great. I've had a really great time with Polestar so far. Feels interesting on the matchups. It's one of the more interesting 4-player maps I think that we've had in a long time. Definitely, I would say more interesting than Polypoid and Radion, especially at this point. Those maps are getting a little bit older, but still very good, very well balanced maps, I think. Anyways, you know, Action here, opening up and sending his Lings out to just about everywhere on the map. Overlord's coming down to good positions as well. From Paralyze, it was a very quick Nexus here into the cannon. Gateway coming up next, so a good kind of greedy-ish build here from Paralyze, and Action, you know, just standard, normal stuff, just getting into his regular game, and we'll see if he wants to go for something more aggressive this time with a quick Hydralisk Den, or are we going to see him pop up to 100 gas here and just immediately go for that layer? Very hard to say. Ling's really trying to catch this probe right now. Paralyze is pretty good at keeping the probe alive, though. Oh, it is a Hydralisk Den. There it is. Okay. So, yeah, we don't need to guess anymore. It does look like it's probably going to be 3-hatch Hydra. But don't forget, there's a lot of ways to do this. You can do a more economic version of the Hydra build, like True does. Quite oftentimes, you can do just a 3-base super all-in. You can, you know, there are some other variants as well. Like if you start Zergling speed relatively quickly, it could be the range Hydra Speedling all-in, which is kind of a weird one. It's not really used that much right now. I don't think it's quite as strong, but has its place. And it's just going to be Hydralisk speed. So it looks like a standard 3-hatch Hydra. So we'll watch as far as these counts go. He's actually making a 4th drone here. Not that it super matters, because this hatch came up before this hatch. You know, it's known as the 973, because you get 22 drones total, 9 on your main, your natural, which it doesn't really matter, but your natural is your 2nd hatch up. So you get 7 drones there. We have 5. Well, we can just look up here. And then you get 3 on the other one, and of course 3 in gas. So the 973, that's just kind of like that's what they call it in Korea. I don't name builds, despite what Tasis may think. Now, but he does is the funny part. Okay, anyways, Paralyze has seen the Hydralisk Den. He is one of the best at holding off these types of plays I've found in my casts of him somewhat recently. And the fact that he still has units alive and he's catching these, and look at this, he's actually out with a Dragoon trying to kill this Overlord and doesn't quite get it because units are coming. So a good pullback, but I love seeing him try to do that. Now, a couple more cannons coming up. He's actually trying really hard to remove this egg. This makes sense so that when the attack comes, he has more surface area for Zealots to come out. So if that is blocked there, he can only come out through this hole, which is 1 to 2 Zealots wide. Here, he can just basically move more meat forward to suck up shots and deal damage to those Hydras. So the cannons are finishing up. Range is on the way here for action. He's going to wait for that range to try to pick off some of these buildings. This cannon kind of twisting up the side will help protect that forge a little bit more. If I'm not mistaken with range, you're going to be able to hit this forge with, I think, 2 Hydralisks without being hit by cannons. So I'm not sure that he's going to end up losing that. We did see him protect his forge in the previous game really well also. 4th hatchery on the way. The Corsair is doing its laps, which is incredibly important. He needs to see if any drones are popping. I think we did just see a drone pop over there. Not 100% on that, but I think we might have seen that. Anyways, he sees Hydra popping. He sees that additional hatchery as well. You do eventually afford the 4th hatchery during the Hydra bus, but it is still the 22 drones. So, oh, we had a little bit of a dive in, but as you can see, it did not go well. The reason I clicked away is because I didn't expect this right now, because that layout looked like he could not do that. And he popped in and killed one, but then immediately pulled back, and you can see a ton of damage here. So I think my assessment there was right. That was kind of a bit of a surprise. Action just did not have enough to really engage this area. Now, he's killing the gate, and I believe these two will be able to hit the forge next. No? I think he can take a little step. I'm pretty sure about it. StarCraft has, like, it's funny with its, like, resolution, what it looks like from angles. Someone actually was explaining this in the comments the other day when I mentioned this, but yeah, like, the angle from the side, there's something about, like, I forget what the guy said, but not everyone's right, because I saw 2 people explaining, and one reminded me of something I had seen before, so I'm pretty sure that guy was right and the other guy was completely wrong. But yeah, there's something like from diagonal angles, the range isn't what you think it is. It's like, yeah, I don't know how else to put that. You can't just eyeball it all the time. You can once you get used to eyeballing what it actually is, I guess. Anyways, 2nd Forge is in the main base getting +1 armor. We don't see +2 attacks started here. I'm not sure. Like, I think he will eventually, but adding a lot of cannons. He's been doing a really good job rotating this Corsair around. Dude, it's 1 less drone, so he's actually gone down to 21 drones and added a 5th hatchery. So this is the most Hydra all-in you can literally get. Like, he is dropping his count. He just lost an Overlord to this. So Paralyze's Corsair movement has been unbelievable, and he has scouted everything that's occurred, which has made him make countless cannons. And look, he's got this huge wall of Zealots as well. So the Zealots run out for a moment. Yeah, I think you got to wait for them to get just a little bit closer so more cannons are firing. He has so many Hydras here. Oh my god, does he have a lot of Hydras here. The probes actually have to come out to fight as well. I tell you, like, seriously, Paralyze is the undisputed world champion of holding Hydra bus. Do you ever see anyone, like, I think he's better than Mini and Bisu at it. From the games that we've had on this channel, where, like, he perfectly identifies how many cannons he needs, that was scary as hell. And he brought out his probes for a moment, and he slaughtered it. I have chills right now, and I don't normally get that from, like, this matchup especially. I don't play Protoss or Zerg, so it's like, I guess I'm not maybe as emotionally invested in what they're doing, or the moves they're making being so much better than the moves I make. You know what I mean? That might give you chills with the race that you actually play. But that it's like, it's unbelievable how good he is at holding these pushes. And now he's adding his 4 additional gates. He's going up to 8 gate. He has 5 High Templar already. He's getting Dragoon range. He's getting 2-1 upgrades. His Corsair, his 1 Corsair is still flying around alive. It's killed 2 Overlords this game. And he sees that Action is droning. I think Action is in a lot of trouble this game. I think what we're going to see is Paralyze make a few rounds of units here and then crush face. He has 6 High Templars banking energy. He's making a ton of Dragoons. This is going to be like a Dragoon army. It's going to be mass Dragoons with 6 High Templars, and he'll probably rally out some Zealot High Templar once he gets going. But I think we're going to see like 16 or more Dragoons, just like huge, huge groups. Does he fit? Oh, that doesn't fit. He's going to have to kill this cannon. Or, yeah, no, he has to get out. So he has to kill this cannon, move these High Templars out of the way, and then go up there. Random single Zealot gets in the main base and kills a drone. God only knows how that happened. The Hydras were so busy chasing this guy, he slipped a drone in. That's crazy. Oh, they do fit. My bad. That is very tight, though. When the Dragoon was walking up there, it looked like it was bouncing off and going back, but that can happen on tight fits, too. All right, he moves out to the front. He kills another cannon, make this a little bit easier to walk through. Picks off that Overlord. His Templar count is unbelievable. Don't forget, the last game that they played, Action's win was really based off of sniping High Templars. So he might be trying that again. You can see this little group of 10 and this little group of 12 up here. And these, you know, he runs up. Okay, good storm. Plenty of Dragoons to kind of zone it out. Not a good second storm, but that's okay. You can miss a storm here and there, especially when you have 6. His 2-1 upgrades still coming. Oh, no, that's 2-2 upgrades now. Damn, man, he's really on top of things. Already has that 1-1. All right, there is a big group of Mutalisks being made. So this is an important moment for Action. This is the type of thing that you need to do if you want to end up winning this game, is snipe these High Templars. So he's going to come in with these Mutas. Let's see it. 1, 2, 3. Damn. This is just what he does. Just snipes High Templars all day and collects that MMR. Still 3 High Templars up here, and they each have 2 storms. No Kadarin Amulet as of yet. Third Next is about to finish. I don't even know that Paralyze like needs to attack or anything. I feel like he could sit back in kind of a defensive style here and continue to build up. But he is trying to put some pressure on. Okay, throws a storm down at those Mutas as they come up. So he's, you know, he's got his group kind of together. Even has the Corsair in there, which will definitely help. Yeah, Action wants to turn and just kill that. He does not want to have to deal with the Corsair splash damage as well. Especially when you're getting stormed. Dragoons shoot pretty slowly, right? So definitely easier to go in and snipe things against Dragoons. Okay, picks off a High Templar that has 2 storms with no storms getting off. Picks off another one with 2 storms with only 1 storm getting off. The storm's not that great. Okay, I think we may have found Paralyze's weakness. He's so good at these early portions of PvZ, but it turns out if you really want to kill his High Templars, you can. Maybe he needs to StarCraft to it and get a shuttle and just carry them around. A lot harder to snipe a shuttle with Mutas than a High Templar. Oh man, these two are very close to storm energy. Dude, he has killed so many High Templars now. Paralyze has decided he's going to attack regardless. But he's going to have 2 storms total. That storm was not that good. He has a lot of Dragoons. Okay, that storm was definitely very good. Let's see if this battle can actually do it here for Paralyze with this many Dragoons in there, because he's got nothing else, literally. And the observers all get picked, but his army is actually insanely sized compared to Action's. So he actually moves it forward away. I think he's actually just going to win this game with pure Dragoon at this point. I guess this is the type of lead you can get when you block a Hydra all-in that hard. Even though he lost like 8 High Templar this game with barely any storm damage, GG is called. Pure Dragoon ends it on 2-2 upgrades. Wow. Okay, well that didn't end how I saw it going either. When all the High Templars got sniped, I'm like, oh, this might be bad, but his macro just a bit too strong here. Again, well, I guess just let me know in the comments if you think that there is anyone better at blocking Hydra Bus than Paralyze, because seriously, it's unreal. Like, I've never seen him fall to it, I think. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.